Hey everyone, I'm Michelle, and I made this leather sheath for my Cold Steel Trail Boss. Now, this was my first time ever working leather, so I'm pretty happy with how this turned out, and I thought you'd want to see the process, so stay tuned. So we'll go a decent length, a decent distance away from the axe in all directions here. So what I need, I believe, is just two pieces that look like this, and then I'll sew them together. We have a rivet up here and down here. One side. All right. Got my two halves. Next I want my welt. So I want the welt, I guess, to be that wide, however wide that is. 1.6 centimeters will do. And my only problem now is I don't know how I'm going to get the axe in the sheath. This definitely needs probably like that whole part removed. Cut a bunch of this off. No, it fits. Alright, now I got some super glue, which should hopefully work okay. I am going to be sewing this and riveting it, so I can't imagine the glue, being that important, to be honest. To plan out where my stitches are, got this old fork that hopefully no one's going to miss. Okay, so now I have all those dots, and I'm going to go in with a nail and actually like hammer them in once they're all planned out. Alright, that's where I want my stitches. And the other thing is the rivet that's going to hold on the strap. You have it come like right here. And then I'll just drill all the way through, so I'll have the hole for my rivet to hold the strap on, and then the hole for my snap. Yeah, I'll go drill all these holes and then hit all of these through with a little nail, and I'll get back to you when I've done that. Okay, so it turns out punching all the holes in with a nail is a pain in the butt, and if you go slightly crooked, it ends up looking terrible. So I think I'll have to invest in a proper, like a good punch for doing the stitching holes. But anyways, I started off with a nail that was too small and then had to do it all over again with a bigger nail. So hopefully I can get everything through properly now. If you're new to this and you're struggling to figure out saddle stitching, don't worry, so did I. This was the best footage I had. The rest was just me struggling to figure it out.
but once I did get the hang of it, it's actually very rewarding and fun, so I encourage you to keep trying.
Alright, stitching complete. Please excuse how dirty the axe is. I haven't washed it yet since the last time I used it. Which, to be fair, was today, so it's not like it's been sitting like this for weeks. How do I want to be able to put this? I think like that. Okay, how much of this part's really necessary? It's in there. Then we can get this strap to come, just be very tight and hold that in. Okay. So it looks like all there is to it is we put anvil under here, and we put this little pokey thing inside here, and that'll spread that piece out and hold the snap together. Like so. Yeah, that seam's stuck there. And do the same for the other part of the snap. Okay, not the most graceful, but and there we go. We have a snap and 3 rivets all set. So here we go, my finished axe sheath for my cold steel trail boss. It's definitely not perfect. I had to reset the snaps because it all fell apart. So make sure to hammer those in properly. The stitching is pretty ugly on the back, I'm not gonna lie. It's okay on the front, but I am still so happy with this thing. I had wanted to start leatherworking for a while, and this was me finally saying, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And it was an important stepping stone, because after I got the gear, and I got like such a big piece of leather for relatively inexpensive, I went on a bit of a frenzy, and I made this for my cold steel trailhawk. Right, so that's a nice, I stitched it in the back, I don't know if that'll hold, but it's a nice fold over sheath. I have this hook knife that's awkward to put a sheath on, and made this little sheath that it hooks into when you put a snap on it. And I made this finished style sheath for my carving knife, which has a nice little wooden insert in there to protect the leather. So I'm still not perfect. I see little imperfections in all these things I've made, but the important thing is that I'm having a lot of fun, and I'm making useful bits of leather to protect me and my tools. So if you've been considering getting into this hobby and didn't know where to start, I mean, start somewhere. That's all I can tell you. I find it a lot of fun. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.